DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Good evening, it's Monday night, we're back again. And why do I say back again? It's because, well, whenever Ron's here, it's like a party that never ended. So we're back again. Good evening.
It has to end by like 7 o'clock so I can get off and so I can watch Wheel of Fortune before I go to bed at night. You know?
Oh, come on, man. Wheel of Fortune, that's over so early. You've got time enough to almost hit the end of happy hour.
Yeah, there you go.
At Denny's.
Denny's or IHOP. IHOP has a sign up. It just cracks me up. IHOP has a sign up that their late night senior special. I forget what they call it. They have a name for it, but it runs from like 4 to 6. They advertise it as being something that's like late night for seniors, but it's from 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, 4 to 6. Yeah. So I find that just totally amusing. So.
And of course,
hey John, how are you?
It's great. And I'm going to continue to bridge this right back to where we're supposed to be. So one of my favorite spots to go to Denny's is when we're in Las Vegas. And Ron, you're going to be speaking in Las Vegas.
I am, not at Denny's though. But yes, I am going to be speaking at Las Vegas. And the Mobile Beat Las Vegas 21 DJ Conference, I will be presenting on Thursday morning, March 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I hope somebody brings me coffee and donuts.
Well, for those of us who are more, we're in the central time zone, that's like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or whatever.
No, for the central time zone, that is going. Oh, that's true. You're right. That's 2 hours ahead. So it'll be 11 o'clock.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll almost be lunchtime. So somebody should bring me a sandwich.
Yeah. So it's sandwich for Ron time. So we're going to talk tonight about how to make the proper sandwich. What we're going to do today, gang, is we're going to dig in. If you guys didn't have a chance, this afternoon we talked to Jeffrey Gittimer. We're going to be talking to more people throughout the month of January that are going to be at Mobile Beat Las Vegas. You can go to mobilebeatlasvegas.com and find tickets there. You can find information on it. You can go click on the link and you're going to see what Ron's going to be speaking about. And if we get bored and start going on tangents, that might be the only way you're going to find out what he's talking about there because, there's always things for us to talk about.
Always. And who knows if we're going to stay on topic or not, but we'll find out. We're going to give it a shot. We always start out with
somewhere close.
Somewhere close to being on topic. That's correct.
If you're watching out on Facebook, thank you for watching. There's in the description the link. Click the Ron Ruth link to go to the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to be in the chat room with us tonight. And if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're watching the recorded version later, you missed all the cool things. There were so many cool things you missed already. I'm just saying. That's what happens. Okay. I think we've done housekeeping. Oh, by the way, our sponsors. We've got a couple new sponsors, right? We didn't get our graphics done for the new sponsors, but we've got ADJ, Electro Voice, and DJ Event Planner who are sponsoring our shows in January, and we've got a couple more that should be on by next week. So we're really excited to have a few more on. Yay!
Anything else? Because I go run an errand or anything.
Yeah, no, I think I'm done with house cleaning. So Ron. Mobile Beat Las Vegas. This isn't your first time in Vegas. You've been there. You've spoken before. You've done the things. You've been the the guy who was the warm up act and warm the microphone up. Now you're anchoring the last day. Let's talk about this seminar. What are you going to be doing?
It's called the Client Experience Demystified, the inspirational, imaginative, and creative guide to delivering extraordinary client experiences. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be it's a 45-minute presentation. I'm bringing some new things to my presentation that I've never done at a DJ conference before. I love doing fun stuff so that people can not only learn but have fun in the process. I find they retain information better if we have a little fun in delivering that information to them. So it's going to be great. We're going to have a great time.
Let's see, March. Let's see. baseball.
March 16th.
Yeah,
Right.
baseball. I'm trying to figure out what the fun will be because the Kansas City Chiefs will be, football's over. So
No. The Chiefs just clinched the AFC West yesterday. Yesterday.
yeah.
And they're going to be going to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
So,
we might have that too.
yeah. Well, the Super Bowl will be, like a month before. But yeah.
You'll still be.
Almost have spring training for the Royals as well. But I think one of the things that you'll find that I'm going to be bringing besides some great information on delivering extraordinary client experiences, but I'm going to also maybe incorporate a little improv along the way so we can get everyone involved in the process. Plus, I'm going to have a giveaway that everybody who attends is going to be able to take home with them. There's going to be more on that coming up later. Just keep checking either with my personal Facebook page or just Chucky News. I'm sure, John, you'll help me when it comes to that time to do it. So we'll make sure that everybody gets the word.
We'll get that information out there. So for those who haven't been following, because you've been writing about the client experience quite a bit, we've talked about it on past shows. What really was the impetus for this topic? What brought you to that?
I think it started when Disney, I think was what brought it to me was that the guest experience, how guests are treated and how, like my wife and I, who are frequent visitors, how we're treated so well that and so special that we want to go back again and again and again. And that's really where it became a passion for me to learn more about the client experience and how I might be able to incorporate that into my own business. And it's funny, John, I've talked a lot about Disney over the years that I've been writing for you, and most everyone knows that I'm a Disney geek. But I've been thinking an awful lot about how the client experience is not something that Disney created. It's or that I've come up with. The client experience goes all the way back to when I was a kid and I started my first job, and we were always taught, with customer service. My first job was when I was 13 years old. You can't do that today. I actually got paid for it. I worked at a movie theater and I popped popcorn and sold concessions, and I got paid a whopping $2.50 a night on weeknights, and $3 if I worked on a Saturday or a Sunday. And you were taught in those days how to address people. Everyone was yes sir and yes ma'am, or no sir, no ma'am. Everyone was treated with great courtesy. That's just the way. Part of it was customer experience, customer service, customer experience, but part of it was just in the way that we were brought up. This was the way you did things. Mm-hmm. And I think the difference between then and now is that we weren't. Today, everybody is competing for the same poor client out there that we're all, the digital marketing and with the Facebook and the socials marketing, all of that. And they become nothing but prospective clients or clients to us. And we've lost, in my opinion, we've lost track of how these people are actually people.
Right.
We've quit.
No, you think about it. We burned it down to either a number or an email address.
Absolutely,
and that's it.
Right, or a dollar sign. Mm-hmm. I want to. I just booked another client. No, you didn't just book another client. You booked a real life human being. Yeah. This is an individual that you booked, and one of the things that I've been on a quest for years for wedding professionals to quit referring to themselves or allowing anyone to, or even DJs, all DJs, wedding professionals, doesn't matter. Quit referring to yourself as a vendor, because you're not a vendor. Well, I'm on a new quest now for people to quit referring to the clients as clients. They are your creative partners. And the reason I use the term creative partner is because in order for you to create a unique experience for that individual, in order for you to give them an experience that is just so totally extraordinary that they're going to want to experience it again and again and again and again and again, and share it with other people who will want to also experience that same feeling, is that you have to be able to share information with each other. That's what a creative partnership is all about. Yeah. I can't deliver a special present, an event for one of my wedding clients, wedding couples, if I don't know anything about them. If they don't give to me, then I can't give back. And on top of that, by referring to them as a creative partner, what I've done is I'm telling them I'm just as vested in the success of their event as they are. As my creative partner, as a creative partner, I have your back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a client, then you're a transaction.
Yes,
that's what you are. And so I don't ever want my couples to feel like that we have a transactional relationship. I want it to be something far more personal. And if I could take this story one step further, I want to just briefly, I've been thinking a lot about, and this is a story I'll probably share in Vegas, so you may hear it twice, so who knows. But my dad was probably one of the greatest examples of teaching me what the client experience was all about. When he was in his 50s, my dad changed careers very late in his life, and he went into the grocery business. And it's a long story how he got there, but suffice to say, I was a senior in high school, and my dad was changing careers, and he got into the grocery business. And he went to work for Safeway, and he'd been there for a very short time, but he had done such a great job. Somebody was watching him from another company, would come in occasionally, just kind of look at the store. And somebody came in from another company and saw my dad and the way he interacted with the customers that came through the door. And they invited my dad to come work for them, a different company, different grocery chain, as one of their assistant managers. And money was incredible. So that, plus the fact that this was a job my dad wanted, he went ahead and made that switch. Here's what I learned. When I would go to visit my father at that grocery store, oftentimes I would have to wait to speak to him until he was done speaking to the line of customers that were coming through the door, that he would talk to each and every one of them. He knew them by name. He knew their families. He knew their kids. He knew he knew all these little things he knew about their health. It was, what was incredible to me were people that I would see come in to talk to my dad, and my dad goes, "Well, are you going to go do your shopping?" "No, I just wanted to come in and say hi." I'm not making this story up. This is a true story, and this is how true this story is. My dad had such a following in customers, and the way he treated people, making them feel so special and valued, that when he died, when my father passed away many years ago, my sister and I were just blown away by the hundreds of people that showed up. We had no idea who they were, other than they all told us, "We knew your dad when he was working at this store." They were customers.
Sure.
They came to my father's funeral. And I don't want to turn this into a dark topic, but I can't help but wonder. That's what I want. That's the legacy I want to leave. Is I want people to feel that they were treated that special by me, that in those times of need, they're going to be there just simply because I was nice to them. So I hope I didn't take this down a dark road.
No. That's a good lesson, because it's the little things. The little things he did. I mean, it wasn't anything that costs money.
No.
It didn't cost a ton of time. It was basically he in sharing himself and showing interest in the people he ran into on a day-to-day basis.
And here's what makes that even more unique, is the fact that in those days, nobody was talking about client experience. Now, if you Google customer experience or client experience, you will get, I don't know how many thousands of hits of articles, people writing specifically about those things. This was at a time, my dad was at a time when client experience, no, this is just the way we treat people because we're humans helping other humans. And we still know how to, in those days, and it wasn't that long ago. I mean, we're talking like the 80s, 90s. In those days, people actually knew how to communicate face to face. And today we take everything, all of our communication is done through a mobile device or on a computer, or, we don't know how to just sit down. That's why it's so important to me when somebody reaches out to me to DJ an event for them. I have to get them into a meeting. I have to get face to face with them. Without that face to face contact, I honestly don't want. I can't. That's the customer I want to work with. It's the one that wants to devote that time to me, because I'm willing to devote that time to them.
Right. Yeah, and without that time and such, and that commitment on both parts, again, that partner relationship,
creative partner, yeah,
is so critical. Because without that, you can't create the awesome show, the awesomeness, what have you, that brings in the people who are wanting to experience that time and time again.
Well, so I think it's important to realize that here's the big takeaway of this: the client experience is making an emotional connection. That's what it's all about. You have to be able to make that emotional connection. Without that emotional connection, then it is just going to be a transactional relationship, and that transactional relationship is wonderful to have, but the transactional relationships are not going to build a huge referral base for anyone. So let's talk about the next thing in that regard, and that would be purpose. And as I said, one of the important things for me is to be able to get a customer into an interview or a consultation. One of my favorite TED Talks is one called Start With Why, and it's presented by a gentleman by the name of Simon Sinek, S-I-N-E-K.
Yes.
And for those of you who are watching, I would highly advise, if you're in business, it doesn't matter what business you're in, Google Start With Why, Simon Sinek, and watch it. It's a wonderful 40-minute presentation that will just, you won't be able to step away from it. And one of the things that he talks about in his presentation is, and I'm going to read this quote because I want to make sure I get it right. He says, "The goal is not to do business with everyone who needs what you have. It is to do business with those who believe what you believe." And that's why I think purpose and conviction are so important to every business owner. Being able to say, there are just some things I am not going to do. I don't care what, as an example for me, I will not contract a customer without first being able to have that opportunity to meet with the customer. Mm-hmm. I will not contract a customer through the customer's parents. Yeah. I've done that before. It doesn't matter if the parents love me, that's wonderful, but it's even more important to me that the client likes me just as much as the parents do. And the question for a lot of people may be, well, aren't you turning away money? Yeah, I may be, but at my price point, I'm going to get the customers that want to work with me just as much as I want to work with them, because making a profit, as Simon Sinek says, making a profit is a result. It's always a result. It's not your purpose of why you're in business. Mm-hmm. So,
I think somebody was asking again with Simon Sinek's name.
Sinek, and it's Start With. If you just do a Google search for Start With Why, it's an incredible. It's a very moving, and actually I watch it. I'm not kidding. I watch it on a fairly regular basis. And I think the end point of this is that, and I said at my price point a few moments ago, and all the time I've been on with you, John, I've never said, how much I charge or anything like that. And I'm not going to do that today. I will say this. I am one of the highest paid DJs in my market, without exception. Mm-hmm. Not because I'm the best DJ or mixer or master of ceremonies or all the other things that people think of when they think of DJs. I go out with a sound system. I take out a basic lighting rig with me. I don't do up lighting and all that stuff. But the reason that I get paid the amount of money I get paid is because of the experience that I provide for my clients. You don't have to be the best DJ in the world. It doesn't mean that I don't strive to be really good at what I do. It doesn't mean I don't strive to deliver a performance that is memorable. But to me, it's more important from a business standpoint that I deliver that experience, because that's what sustains me. And that's going to be that would be the final takeaway of this conversation, would be that consumers will pay more for an experience from businesses that provide a better experience, because they value the experience more. And that's, so if you just think about the people that you do business with, that you gladly pay more to do business with them just because they make your life so much easier than if you went to someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's definitely situations like that, and I've talked about some of those on shows where we could have bought it. We can buy this service from there or here, but we're paying a premium price because there is some additional things, especially in the internet world, where there's some hand-holding and different things that help a person be successful, and not as much DIY. And in the long run, for me, it saves a lot of time, even though I'm paying more for it.
Well, and I think what you have to realize is that it's a process. It's a full process. You can't do one and expect to get the same results. You have to be able to deliver on all accounts. You have to touch emotionally. You have to be able to create that partnership that is going to be trusted and respected. You have to commit to your purpose and your conviction. And do what you say you're going to do, and don't do what you've said you will never ever do just for the sake of a dollar sign. You just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's easy. I mean, it's really easy to get caught up in that kind of stuff. But that's why, if you just don't do it.
For those of you,
head with this.
don't do it. For those of you watching, Ron's going to be speaking Thursday. It would be
Thursday.
March 16th at 9 a.m. at Mobile Beat Las Vegas. That's coming up here in just a little bit. There are discounted passes still available for the show. You go to mobilebeatlasvegas.com. The link is down in the description, and you can go check out the schedule where you'll see Ron's name, and you can click on Ron's name, and it'll take you to a little bit of information about that. Or you can just go and buy your ticket. If you buy your ticket, you'll be able to come down. You can hang out with Ron. You'll hang out with Lori and myself. We'll be there. Plus, every friend you've ever wanted to have.
And don't forget the donuts and the sandwich.
Or
you can make, here would even be a better idea. Just make a sandwich out of a donut.
Ooh, make a donut.
You want to impress me? Come in with a cinnamon roll in half with bologna and cheese in the middle.
Oh, my goodness. You just killed the cinnamon. I mean, there's so many things you could put in the middle of that, and that would have been awesome. But
that would be an extraordinary sandwich experience.
We're going to take a tangent here, Ron, just because Reggie put up a good point here, that he raised his price, and he's getting more people that are saying that his price is more than they could afford. And I think we've heard that from people over the years as we ourselves have raised our rates, and other people have raised their rates. Here's what I would say to Reggie.
Peter Mary has a DVD called Better Consultations Lead to Better
something.
Get a hold of Peter Mary and say, what is your Better Consultations DVD? Because I had that same situation, and I learned Better Consultations Lead to Better Bookings. There. That's the name of the DVD. And here's why people are saying that you're charging too much. Is because, well, first off, you're always going to have, look, the reality is, I don't care what you charge, there's always going to be somebody that you're going to be too much. It doesn't matter. The other situation is are you really making a connection during that consultation? Are you investing at least the first 15 minutes of that consultation in just talking about the couple? Tell me about you. Even if it's information you'll never ever use for anything, are you asking them about how they met, where they met, maybe where their first date was? When did he propose? Where did he propose? How did he propose? Did you shop for rings together? Oh, let me see the ring. Oh, that's so beautiful. Are you investing at least 15 minutes in that conversation? Because right there, that conversation alone, I guarantee you, is worth at least $350 right there. I'm not kidding you. That's a $350 10-minute conversation. Because if you invest that amount of time in just sincerely talking to them and sincerely asking questions, not making it, pardon me, not making it a routine, but making it making it a true conversation, not faking it, but having a true conversation. People are going to be listening to everything else you have to say because you've taken an interest in them first.
Yes.
But if you sat down and you immediately went, you know what, here's what I'm going to be bringing you these lights and the sound and the DJ and the microphone, and we're going to just boom. You're going to sound like every other DJ out there. So, but invest in that. Invest that 15 minutes. That's $350, and then invest in Peter's DVD. And I hope John doesn't mind me plugging Peter, but I'm not kidding you. I took Peter's professional process workshop years ago, and it changed my life. And I would say to you, get his DVD and then invest in his workshop. And then also tell him he owes me commission for both.
There's a commission, yes, Ron said.
Yeah. I mean, there you go.
So
what other questions do we have, John? Do we have time?
Well, no, let's
questions.
Another aspect that I wanted to touch on, and somebody mentioned in the chat room, is that sometimes when you've gone from one market where you have been in this market playing to this level or these clients, that you make a move, and sometimes the pool in which you're swimming and working and feeding, what have you, isn't the pool or group of people that will support you, is the kind of the theory. There's a level of that that's accurate, and there's a level of that there are people within that area that still are going to see value. And I think, Ron, you and I have talked about this before, is that it's the value that matters.
Right. Well, and actually also I think too, coming on after me is Bryon Foley. Bryon Foley moved from Tampa to Wichita and was successful at making that happen. And I hate to pawn off that question on him, but that's actually a really great question for Bryon is, how did you do that? Mm-hmm. Because I guarantee it wasn't easy, right. But nothing worth having in this world is easy anyway. So, and if you want it bad enough, you're going to work hard for it. So I'm sure Bryon could probably give a great answer for that. I've been very fortunate. I've been able to stay right here in Kansas City. So
there's no relocating, no recreating.
No. My next stop is going to be the seniors' home on the road.
Oh, good stuff, Ron. Good stuff. If people want to get in touch, what's the best way for them to get a hold of the one and only Ron?
Hey, I think I have a Disc Jockey News email address. It is ronruth@discjockeynews.com. Is that right?
That'll get you there. Yep.
Okay. Or you can text me or call me at 816-224-4487. And as I said, come to the presentation. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some surprises. I am giving away stuff, so you definitely want to do that. And maybe Ted DiBiase will jump in, and I'll be able to give a body slamming demonstration.
That would be awesome. I mean, the last time you body slammed him, it was pretty intense.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody got it on video. So.
No, but it was pretty. He was in the corner crying like a little.
God, I don't want to get in trouble. So we're making this all up, people. It never really happened. Because there's always going to be that one guy out there going, "He did that.
He did that. Wow, man, that's awesome."
Made it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna bounce. Ron, thank you much. Thank you. In the description is the next one with Bryon Foley. We're going to be switching video players, and we'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Thanks.
Cool. Bye.